Now, I said that I wouldn't do this, especially since it's kind of really expensive right now, but I had to talk about this anyway. We got Gen 3. Yay! Welcome back to another one of these unboxing reviews. Today we are looking at the first Gen 3 products we managed to get our hands on. It is the Titanium Dragonoid and Nillious single packs. Now, on the previous BakuTalk news, I reported that these were available to purchase on AliExpress, and I actually advised against buying them since they were way above retail price. I don't care if you think that you need to immediately have this before anyone else. Do not spend the money on it. It's not worth it. I decided to buy some because not only do I love torturing myself, but I also think that it's important to show you why it's not worth spending exorbitant amount of money on this product, and it's better to just wait for it to get to retail. I just had the extra money I made from making off the stock market like a little bandit, so I am able to blow the cash to make sure I give you guys an informative review of what you should expect from these products. In the end, I do this for you, my audience, so if you enjoy this content, be sure to subscribe for more awesome content. But anyway, let's take a look at these. The packaging was really smaller than I initially expected. They are detailed and they provide the stats for the Bakugan beforehand, so that's a really nice touch that I'd like that they be able to implement, but they are really tiny. Like, my hand is bigger than this thing, and it almost seems like this packaging is meant for your local gas station or something. So instead of branching this out to two separate videos, I decided to give you a double feature episode and review both of these at once. Starting with Nillious, we see that yes, it's a core version when it's being taken apart and stuff. I have no idea what the emblem means, but apparently it means Nillious is part of the Dragon Clan. I have no idea. As at the time of this recording, we don't have any sort of lore or any kind of information about how this will affect gameplay or even the rules of the gameplay at all. When you open the packaging, the Bakugan is already split apart in half, so that's why the packaging is able to be as thin as it is. But opening the packaging, you do get the half character card for Nillious, a cool gate card, and also a code for the Roblox game that I honestly don't care about because I don't play the game that often. And the code actually I don't think works anyway because these are not officially released yet. But looking at Nillious, I can tell that they drew the main head inspiration from the Armored Alliance core Nillious with the two heads. They are both simultaneously joined to the same bolt and definitely looks a lot more simpler version of the Nillious core that we got in the previous years. It is different, as is the case for Gen 3 to distinguish itself from the previous gen, most notably with the black and yellow all over. Now, this Bakugan actually has a manual part, which is the bottom wings that you can fold and unfold. It's a very simple design, which I would expect from the first year of this generation coming out. In terms of the rolling, though, the material they used to make this almost seems flimsy. It's like cheap plastic material that seems like it's all frail and makes the toy very light. Even lighter than the previous generation toys, actually. This is probably because they changed the material to be something less expensive and easier to obtain for this generation. I don't know, I'm not the manufacturer, but I can tell this feels incredibly different than what they are using the previous generations. Especially when you roll it though. When you roll it, it's so light that it automatically face plants. It's not good at all. Now, we don't know how the game is going to be played, but speculation is that the object is to be targeting a specific section of the gate card to get bonuses, and it's kind of hard to utilize your skill element when the Bakugan just does not want to cooperate and lands face first sometimes off of the gate card. Now moving on to Titanium Dragonoid, opening it up we get the same thing, a gate card, a character card, and a Roblox code I don't care about. Titanium Dragonoid in terms of its design looks really off. The overall layout of its design kind of reminds me of Titan Dragonoid's toy from the Dragonoid Maximus product because of how it stretches its body out when it opens. Visually, the face looks so cluttered together, but there is silver on its wings to make it, I guess, seem titanium. There's nothing really titanium about this at all. It's just uses the same plastic that they did with Nillious. I was kind of expecting kind of metal stuff a little bit, but that's kind of wishing too much. The manual part of Drago and its legs, oh my god! It's like they are trying to get gold in the Bad Design Olympics. Drago's legs being folded out grants no sort of aesthetic benefit at all, and not to mention he completely loses balance when you move his legs out. Drago cannot stand up straight without his magnet being stuck on metal. Usually you would want to make the manual part actually hold his balance without the use of the gate card. That's usually how it works, like come on! And rolling it is a complete nightmare as well, always face planting when it opens and can't actually stand straight on a gate card.
Yeah, I don't think you can count on this to land on anything.
Now the gate cards have changed as previously been talked about, where it's broken up to like sections or so, and when you put together, creates some kind of mapping for the playfield. Again, I can't really say too much on it since we don't have an official rulebook to talk about the gameplay, so I think I will hold off on that for a while, but I gotta admit, the gate cards do look cool. But in terms of these Bakugan singles, plugging in score on them, Nillious I think I'm going to give a good 7 out of 10. Drago, I think I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. Design-wise, Nillious is simple and pure and just captures the essence of his character without having to go into so much detail and keeping it as grounded as possible while still giving something cool. Drago, though, looks like he needs to hit the shower or something because he kinda looks filthy. Functionality-wise though, these are not good. Barely able to stand on a gate card when a gate card is a lot more easier to land in a core, and Drago's manual leg parts offer no benefit to him. But yeah, that is my thoughts on these Gen 3 singles, and I do not recommend picking these up until they are actually released in stores, so that you can buy them for actual retail price. These were way above retail and it's not worth the cash to throw away. I'd rather spend my money on some new Nova Bakugan or something. If anything, these just make me want to go back and play the Gen 2 toys even more. But let me know what you think of these in the comments down below. Support BakuTalk by pressing that thumbs up and give us a subscribe for more awesome Bakugan content. I've been Haru Ren and thank God for Rapid Fire. Bye!